Hello, my name's Mru Patel. I'm the chairman and founder of My Tokenized Capital, the world's first NFT DeFi integrated platform, which does everything from minting, sharding, renting, and a number of things. But more importantly, we are bringing the whole social community into the platform where even the people get tokenized, even the likes, the shares get tokenized. So for artists or any creator, you are now connecting to who is your buyer, who is your fan base, and share the journey with them, where even $1 makes a difference in some people's lives. Without further ado, I would like to introduce you to a very, very good friend of mine, Vesa. I know him for 3-4 years from various events. And Vesa, if you haven't heard him, just do Vesa and you'll be able to Google him. Forget about the surnames. Fantastic artist. He's one of the first guys who took the crypto to the various different types of styles of painting with very complex ways, which I will let him explain to you. And we are going to even show you some of his pieces. So, Vesa, great to meet you. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much, Mo. I mean, it's a pleasure, to be always with you. The great energy and the kind of enthusiasm and expertise you bring to the space. You're such a contributing factor, and if Mru is not in a conference, it usually means that something's wrong. It's not a good enough conference. If you're not there, then so I'm gonna assess whether the level is all right or not.
Thank you. Vesa, let me try and explain to people what got you into this, because you're quite a spiritual guy. That's how we connected, but also some of the crazy things you do, like swimming in the freezing cold water early in the morning. Quite a complex beast, and then go out and make something amazing and creative. Explain a little bit about that journey. What got you into this? And I know you're married to one of my fellow Indians as well.
Well, why I'm enthusiastic about one of the most probably corrupt worlds in the world is spirituality or religion in a certain kind of sense. But if you look at the origin word of religion, the Latin word, it actually means connection. It means connection to a higher realm, or even connection to here. It's not even somewhere else, it's this place here. And creativity is an essential part of every religion because it has a birth story of some sort, of how the universe came to be. And that's where creation and creativity come from, is that if you have removed the trauma and the layers of individuality and the harmful blockages that we have to this world, then you can't help but be creative all the time because you're part of creation. And this is not to say anything about the institutions or the cults or the weirdos and all of that stuff is going on, which is different. I look at spirituality as purely, is it connected or is it not connected? And if I achieve that with a painting or an artwork of any sort, that there's a connection, then it can actually do the function of why we started making art in the first place. And I first I was a musician, then a filmmaker, and in 2008 I kind of came up with this process of my own on how to start body painting on people and letting them go through these processes on how to remove those blockages so that they could become more shining and radiant human beings. It's kind of like putting on a superhero suit, and then turning those into examples of individuals for others that they can do this too. And this is the whole thing, is like, how does the very personal experience, how is that related to the universal human story? That's what I'm trying to put together in various different forms in any creativity that I do.
Fantastic, because there's not many artists in the NFT space that I know who brings that spirituality, connection, human touch, and all the blockchain crypto side of it into one space. And some of the projects that I know, which we can talk about now, is how you then see it going into the metaverse, in the virtual world, and how do you see that going now?
Well, if I may, just even before then a little bit, which is that when in 2006 I saw some documentaries about the monetary system, of how it worked, it was obvious already back then that if we don't fix this, we're going to get into the situation where we're now with polarization and everyone at each other's throats, and people lose connection when they get desperate. So one of the reasons why when I truly realized what Bitcoin was and what NFTs were about to be early on in 2017, I realized that this is how also systemically you need to bring this thing to people so that they can feel better connected and feel more wealthy, feel more abundant. And kind of those things, the technology, the system, and the creation, they're all sort of interlinked in that kind of a way. And what's now really exciting about, because most people say that, okay, so I can right click and save an image, what the hell is the point? But it's in the same kind of way for those who are at all Bitcoin savvy. You can also right click and save a picture of a Bitcoin, but good luck trying to exchange that on, it's something that you can actually use. And it's the same underlying technology that backs up an NFT. So everyone can see it, but only one can own it if that's how you choose. And with the metaverse now, the human psychology of we're here in Dubai. We have the fanciest cars and buildings and glitter and gold and all of this kind of stuff, and people want to show their taste or their opulence or whatever it is. And the same psychological factor is now going into the metaverse, and people are wanting to do the same things there, but probably even more extravagant. So this is why the future is there. It's virtual real estate, it's virtual buildings, it's virtual avatar clothing and things or whatever, and it's the beginning of it, and it's so exciting to be a part of it.
Yeah, and something that I saw with you with the virtual reality, looking at the whole piece of art, you feel like you're there. The world in gaming has been there some time ago, but I can see this in the metaverse world for almost anything. It could be a car experience, building experience, art experience, museum experience. One of the things we are doing on our platform is the ability to even rent your piece. So not every museum can have Mona Lisas everywhere, but if they own the NFT or someone owns it, you can now rent it to all the museums, all the schools, whoever wants it, to show that piece because they are the owner. And that's where we see the world going now. Of course. And that's where we're taking it. So to make it accessible and financially inclusive to everybody. Not everybody can afford one BTC, one Ethereum for a piece, but surely can rent it for 10, 20 cents, $1, whatever it is per day, for doing a gallery exhibition or whatever.
And so there's no deterioration. It's not like Steve Wynn who puts a finger through a Picasso, it's like, it's instantly there. Like this robo ad that is going on over here. I sent the NFT here, and it's so gorgeous to see this cool art piece that we literally just got finished 2 days before the conference. Okay. And then we just send it to the robot, and now it's just here doing the rounds and everyone's filming it, and I got to send it back home. My mom was like, what the hell is this? I'm like, it's a robo NFT, Mom.
Yeah, some cool things happening. Any last messages? Where does Vesa go in the future?
Well, I suppose, and one of the conversations that we had is that I'm collaborating with the Own Your Data Foundation lady, Brittany Kaiser, with her incredible story about Cambridge Analytica and owning your data and all the things that went on with Facebook and the sort of taking back our ownership of data. And this is why it's so glorious to be collaborating with her, because the substance is so relevant to every individual here and beyond and all over the world. So I get to have this powerful person who's right up there with Edward Snowden and all of that kind of stuff, with the amount, what she revealed is just as important for all of our futures. And I get to directly work with her to transform that into an artistic expression that hopefully again helps people realize how they can get empowered as individuals.
Well, absolutely, and we had that call with Brittany as well, and the lawyer Ravi, I told you, his childhood neighbor. Who fought that Cambridge Analytica case, and that journey is very good. And again, it's about what we say, how to make everyone be the coin.
Sure. Because
we all have our own IP. Why is all these social media guys taking advantage of us? And on our platform, that's exactly what we're doing. We're tokenizing the person, the likes, the comments, So everybody fits into the ecosystem to make it viral, so they get money. So even the reader, by just seeing an ad or liking, comment, sharing, whatever, is tokenized. So they get involved with the creators, makes it more viral,
Sure.
and where to go for your next clients. So with that, thank you very much, Vesa.
Thank you so much, Muru.
Great
Always a
to have
pleasure.
you.